Alright guys, Ultra Maximus back again with another Transformers Prime figure review. This time we're going to take a look at Megatron. So obviously Megatron's the big bad in the Transformers series. We've seen all kinds of incarnations of him, from his gun form in Gen 1, his tank form in Gen 2. He was a dinosaur, T-Rex in Beast Wars. He was some kind of six changer or quadruple changer or whatever in Robots in Disguise, and the robot mode in that was actually probably the best looking thing in that series. And then we've got him in Transformers Animated, where he's basically either a Cybertronian jet or he's a helicopter type thing. And then the Bayformers, he's a Cybertronian jet, and then a tank in Revenge of the Fallen. He turns into a tank as well. So it's like a triple changer. And then we have in Transformers Prime, we have him as what does he turn into? Another Cybertronian jet. I was going to say, what does he turn into in this series? And what's really cool about this guy in Transformers Prime, we got Frank Welker back doing the voice, which you can hear the old Megatron in it, and Frank said that he wanted to make it a little different. He wanted to make him more evil. I think part of the reason of that, he can't replicate that voice from the old series anymore. He's getting kind of older, but at the same time, you know what? Peter Cullen doesn't sound exactly like Optimus Prime. He sounds more like John Wayne these days than he does Optimus Prime. There's a little bit more bass in Prime in the newer versions. So, you know what? That's okay. I don't mind. I like Megatron in this show. Frank does a good job with him. It's nice to see him back in the role. He does sound very evil. He is much more evil than I've seen him in a while. I mean, Megatron's always been a fan favorite. The character in Beast Wars, while not the original Megatron, David Cage did a great job. And, I mean, he was just a fantastic character. He was very smooth, very, very criminal. The other series, Robots in Disguise and the Unicron trilogy, I'm like, whatever. In Transformer Animated, another fantastic Megatron. I loved that character. And he was voiced by Corey Burton, I believe, in Animated. And just another very smooth, very plotting type of character, which was fantastic. And then in the Bayformers movies, we get another smooth style of voice character from, why can't I think of his name? He played Agent Smith in The Matrix, and he was in Lord of the Rings, and I can't think of his name to save my life right now. But anyway, the character was fantastic. The only problem was I didn't like, he was so pointy and spindly, and it was just, bah. He looked like a big insect, and I did not like that. And I don't know why they went that direction with him, but, ugh. So now we have him in Transformers Prime, which he's still pointy. He's still got a lot of spikes on him, but he's much more armored in this one. And I've said before, Transformers Prime fixes the Bayformers because it's done by basically the same creative team. The same writing team has worked on Prime as they did in the movies. But he's much more powerful. He's much more and evil in this one. Definitely the big bad. And I like how they kind of cowering him up at the end. He comes back at the end. They're dealing with Starscream at the beginning, which is nice because it's the same kind of thing that happened in Animated, where the first real bad Decepticon they deal with in Animated is Starscream, and then by the end of season 1, Megatron's the big bad. He's the one they have to confront at the end. Well, in the opening episodes of Transformers Prime, it was very similar. The first big bad Decepticon they deal with is Starscream, and then Megatron comes back and they have to deal with him. So it was kind of a nice parallel to that. And the character has been great on the season, and we've had some great Prime and Megatron moments and various other character interactions with Megatron. So he's done a great job with it. Now, this Megatron figure, he was actually the first Transformers Prime figure I bought. And I picked him up about, I want to say about 2 months ago. And I just haven't had a chance to look at it yet. And I have just now seen in this past week other Megatron figures. Like, he's the short pack of these Voyager type, I think they call them Weaponizer uh, figures, and then they're all Optimus, 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 Optimus. And I found one Megatron in a Kmart, and I picked it up, and that was a couple months ago. And just this week, I've seen two other Megatrons in the stores, and one was in a Walmart, and I think the other was in a Meijer. Toys R Us are all Optimus, Walmarts are all Optimus. You just don't see Megatron very much. So he must be the short pack of Wave 1 for those figures. So it's Optimus, Optimus, Optimus. So I snatched him up the instant I saw him because I didn't want to make the same mistake I made with a Soundwave figure and miss it and then take forever to get it. So I went ahead and picked him up, and he looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at him in robot mode. Let's take a look at him in vehicle mode. Take a look at that package. Alright guys, here we have Megatron in package, Transformers Prime. This, I believe they call it a Weaponizer class figure, but I used to call these things the Voyager class figures, but I guess now he's the Weaponizer class. In the package box, pretty nice, I like it. This is a decent looking package. We've got, of course, Megatron in there. We've got his little weapon that says "Try me." And make sure there's this little weapon thing. Robots in disguise, of course. Megatron, there he is in vehicle mode. And he is also a level 2. He comes with a couple batteries. Here's their side piece. What's on here? It says, it's got his bio on the side. Megatron began his life as a gladiator built to fight in the brutal darkness of the Kaon pits. It was there that he learned that the strong survive and the weak perish, and that he became determined to be the strongest of all. His conquest began there and has since burned its way across the universe. And then, of course, we have his technical data down here at the bottom. Strength of 10, intelligence of 9, speed of 8, endurance of 10, rank of 10, courage of 8, fire blast of 10, and skill of 6. Yeah, sure, I can take that. Now, I noticed what's interesting is, like, the picture they show him, he's got the red eyes, and there's no purple around his symbol there, but the figure itself has the purple eyes and all the purple around it, like he's fueled with dark energon. So I thought that was interesting that they did that. Here's the back of the package. Just kind of a back view here. And it's got a picture of him with his gun, sword thing, press and hold it. And then he's got a battle claw that he can add on there. Fusion cannon in his jet mode, spaceship mode, all that kind of good stuff. And of course we got the lineup on this side. Now here we have a picture of Megatron, and he's got the purple eyes. So he's fueled with the dark energon in this graphic. And he's a series, oh, it does say Voyager class. Interesting. Series 1002 Megatron. And let's see, on the bottom we've got also available Optimus Prime. The thing I don't like about this Optimus, and I haven't got the figure yet, so I don't know, there's not enough red around down here. This kind of reminds me of like Power Master Prime or something. I don't know. I'll have to get the figure and take a look. So here we go. Megatron in package. Let's get him out of this box. Let's look at that robot. Let's look at the spaceship mode, see what we like. Alright, so now we have Megatron in robot mode. Impressions, there are things I really like about this figure, things I don't particularly care for. First of all, the plastic is a lot like Cliff Jumpers. It's hard, kind of almost a lightweight feeling plastic, hard plastic. Not like Soundwave. Soundwave was very soft feeling. Looks pretty good in robot mode. Lots of purple on him. I not know if I dig that or not. It's that whole dark energon thing. I'm sure of that. He comes with this little claw thing that he can kind of hang on. I will never ever use that. That's a throwaway part for me. That'll go into the parts box. Whatever. He's got his cannon, fusion cannon. The sculpt itself looks very nice. It looks a lot like the show's Megatron, which is very cool. Again, they've got that purple in there, and he's got a piece so that his eyes will glow purple, and that's cool. Since they put this other purple on here, it'd have been nice if the rest of it glue. Like if there was a button on the back of the figure, and you could make all the internal parts in his chest and around the Decepticon logo glow. That would have been very cool. Another thing I like about this figure, he's very little kibble on the back. Now, I do like the fact his legs resemble the old Megatron legs. That is very, very cool. Something else that's kind of shaky with me is this gun thing, because it's got the blades, and what you're supposed to do, push that down and it turns into his blade. Now, that's supposed to make everything glow, but it really, I mean, it kind of does. His arms are supposed to glow. I mean, it kind of does a little bit, but not all that great. And it's supposed to glow through the barrel when it really doesn't. So, kind of a misfire. The other thing that kind of stinks is this. If I want to shoot forward, his shoulder blocks because of the back of the cannon. So I have to actually lift this piece up, spin this wing back around to lift the cannon up, and it only goes so high. Okay, which on one hand kind of stinks, but the other hand, we haven't had a Megatron to be able to do that in a while, so it's kind of a pain. It doesn't go up all the way, and I'm just not digging these blade things on the toy. I wish that was not there at all. I'm just not a fan of that. Kind of wish they didn't do that. Now, one thing I just noticed, we can mount this in the back. I wonder if we mount this back here, will that make our chest glow at all? A little bit. Oh, that's not too bad. What do you guys think about that? Experimentation. Yeah, we got some chest glowage going on in there. A little bit up in the Decepticon logo. That's kind of cool. We like that. Pretty neat. So that's something that I was kind of wanting a second ago. Nice. Nice little catch. Nice little find there. And he's sporting a little backpack. You know, actually it looks better as a backpack than it does a gun, sadly. So here's our Megatron in robot mode. All in all, pretty decent. It's a nice figure, tall figure. I did like how that glows through there and makes that chest piece glow. That's pretty cool. It's nice how he can lift his arm and fire his gun, but I'm not digging the blades on the gun, and it's kind of hard to get it to pose for a forward blast, and you really don't get much out of it. Legs are cool. Not much kibble, which is nice. Another big Decepticon logo on his back wing here, so that's kind of cool. You could obviously mount the weapon on the other side as well. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but all in all, not too bad of a figure. Let's take a look at him in jet mode. Alright, so here we have Megatron in Cybertronian jet mode. He looks okay. He's not sure if I got him completely right, but looks pretty close. There's a little blasty piece up here. Top. Now, the one thing that's kind of cool about this mode, he's got his headpiece right here, very reminiscent of the sweeps from Gen 1, which is kind of cool. The front end's pretty neat. I like the little exhaust ports back there. The weapon looks a lot better in the jet mode. The wings look really cool. I'm digging that quite a bit. It's pretty decent size. Jet mode. Cybertronian mode. Again, not too bad. I like him better in robot mode. He's going to stay in robot mode. But all in all, pretty decent. Nice, big, fierce-looking thing. And, of course, I like his little head popping up here at the top, kind of like a sweep, so he can kind of peek over, kind of like a fighter jet pilot or something. I don't know. Nice little throwback. It'd been kind of nice since I know they've been doing a lot of the pieces where you can add guns and parts, to add maybe some weapon pieces out here or something. I don't know. But is what it is. So not too bad. Definitely going back into robot mode. I wish these silly blades were not on here, but that's just part of this toy gimmick on this figure. So is what it is kind of deal. So that's him, Megatron, in Cybertronian jet mode. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep a lookout for more videos in the future.